I welcome you all to the third part of the video lesson on an elementary school classroom in a slum by Stephen Spander. Let's discuss about the gist of the poem. In this poem, the poet focuses on the theme of social injustice and inequalities. He presents the pathetic and miserable picture of the elementary school classroom in a slum. These children have pale and lifeless faces. They are like ruthless weeds which are uncured and unwanted with their disorderly hair torn around their faces. They are depressed and oppressed with the burdens of life and keep their heads down. They have stunted growth. They inherit the diseases of their father. Some of them do have dreams. A sweet young boy is sitting at the back of the dim classroom. He is dreaming of a squirrel's game in the trees and probably other interesting things. The walls are dirty and creamy, and on them are hung the donations given by the rich and also Shakespeare's portrait. A civilized dome found in the cities and Tyrolese valleys with beautiful flowers are also put up. The map on the wall shows the children the beautiful world outside, but for these children of the slum, it is meaningless. The children studying in these schools do not have the means to go and explore the world. For them, what they see through their classroom windows, the narrow street and the lit sky, is the world. Shakespeare is wicked for them, as he has written only about the rich, beautiful world, tempting them to steal. The map is of no interest to them because it does not reflect the world they live in cramped and dark lands. Their lives start in darkness and ends in utter darkness. They are undernourished and their poverty has distorted their vision as they spend their whole time in foggy slums. The poet feels that the map, which shows beautiful and exotic places, should be replaced with slums, as it is not the world they live in. Unless the governor, inspector, and visitor play a vital role in bringing about a change, their lives will remain in dark. The slum children will be able to peep through the window only when the gap between the two walls is bridged. They should break the barriers till they come out of the dirty surroundings, and their vault should be extended into the green fields, golden sands, and bright world. They should have the freedom of expression and their outlook be broadened, for only the educated and learned people can create history whose language has strength and power. Now, let's go to the meaning of certain words. Gusty means breezy, pallor, an unhealthy, pale appearance, stunted, prevent from growing or developing properly. Here, a person legally entitled to the property or rank of another on that person's death. Gnarled, that means nobly, rough and twisted, especially with age. Tyrolis of or relating to the Austrian state of Tyrol or its inhabitants. Caps, a very large piece of land sticking out into the sea. Slyly means cunningly. Cramped means crowded. Slag means garbage. Doom means judgment day. Azure means bright blue in color like a cloudless sky. Now, what are the various poetic devices used? Let's see. Simile is used in the poem, and let's see an example. Where's the simile? Windows shut like catacombs. Here, like ruthless weeds, like bottle beats on stones. These are three examples for simile. Metaphor, two examples are given here. Language is the sun, lead sky. Imagery, children weighed down by poverty. Repetition, brag or brag. And the last poetic device is symbolism. The sun is used as a symbol. Sun symbolizes enlightenment, and green field is also used as a symbol. Green fields represents or symbolizes regeneration. And window is also used as a symbol. Now please find these three lines in the last stanza. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Based on this stanza, I have certain questions for you. Why does the poet invoke governor, inspector, and visitor? The answer is the poet invokes the governor, inspector, and visitor because they are the powerful people who can bring about a drastic change in the miserable lives of the slum children. They can remove the social injustice and class inequalities. What does this map refer to? How can it become their window? This map refers to the beautiful world of the rich. Their window refers to halls and the stinking slums of the unfortunate children of the slum. This can become their window only when the difference between the two worlds is abridged. What have these windows done to their lives? Answer: these windows have cramped their lives, stunted their physical and mental growth, shutting them inside filthy and dingy halls, keeping them away from the vast world of development and opportunities. What do you understand by catacombs? Catacombs are long underground graves. Here they stand for the dirty slums which block in which the slum children are confined. Which literary device has been used here? Explain. Explain what is the poetic device used in this stanza. What is the poetic device used here? Yes, this is simile. because like is used here. See, that set upon their lives like catacombs. Simile has been used here to describe the oppressive effect of the surroundings on their pathetic lives. The slum vault in against the vault of opportunities and development is similarized to catacombs. Now, some short answer type questions that is to be answered in 30 to 40 words. What's the theme of the poem? This poem deals with the theme of social injustice and class inequalities. The poet presents it by talking of the two different and incompatible worlds, the world of the rich and the civilized, and the world of the poor and deprived. This gap can be bridged by the administrative and authorities and through education. So plot their maps with slums as big as dome. What does the poet want to convey? Answer: the poet is angry at the social inequalities in the world. There are two worlds: the dirty slums and the prosperous and the beautiful world of the rich. The poet wants the map of the world should also have plots of slums as big as the dome. In reality, he wants the gap to be reduced. Third question: history is theirs whose language is the sun. Explain. This statement means that those who have the courage and conviction to break free from the constraints of life are the ones who create history. One can make a mark only if one can outshine others. Education only can give them power and strength like the sun, which will bring about a change in the lives of the people. Now, some questions for your homework. Read this stanza and answer the question that follows. Please find these lines in your textbook. And these questions you have to do. Name the poem and the poet. Why has Shakespeare been described as wicked? Why is the map a bad example? What tempts them to steal? How do the children continue to live? Explain from fog to endless night. The next stanza is: the stunted unlucky heir of twisted bones reciting a father's gnarled disease, his lesson from his desk at the back of dim class. One unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream of squirrel's game in tree room. Other than this, questions: who is being referred to in the first two lines? Next, explain father's gnarled disease. Number C, who sit at the back of the class? How he is different from others? Explain his eyes live in a dream. What is the comparison drawn with squirrel's game? Short answer questions. What is that these children inherit from their parents? What does it signify? Question number 2. How has the poet described the color of the wall and why? Question number 3. The poet presents two different walls. What are they? Question number 4. What picture of the slum children does the poet throw? Number 5. Where does the poet see hope and relief? Next, what does the poet mean by saying, let their tongue run naked into books? Next, how does the poet bring to light the brutalities of slum life? Question number 8. Explain open-handed map awarding the world its worth. Question number 9. In what way are the slum children unsung fighters? Question number 10. How does the poet see the children as victims of social injustice? All these questions you have to write in your notebooks and send the answer to these questions on my WhatsApp number. With this, thank you very much. I hope all of you have enjoyed this video, and to have some doubts, you send the doubt to me, and in the next video I will surely clarify all your doubts.